What is up? Happy Sunday, everybody. And it's good to see you guys. Just your existence. Just your existence here makes me feel good. Joyce and Robin Everly. What is up, my people? What is up? It is good to see you here. I love it. I love it. Uh-oh. There we go. You know, I got to be careful pushing all these buttons. There's a lot of power over here. All right. It's good. It's good. How the heck are you, Joyce and Robin? How's life? How's the weather? What's new? Tell me all about it. Tell me a story. Is the weather good out by your place? I hope so. It's sunny today here in Akron, Ohio, which is good news. Doesn't the sun just change everything about your existence? Hold on. There. Little color to my face. This song is called Vishnu. It's great here. Robin's going fishing. Oh, what a wonderful thing. That's going to be lovely, I would think. I haven't gone fishing in so long. You know, that was one of those things I thought my kid would want to be into, is fishing. I mean, I was into it as a kid, but he did it. He had a friend that was really into fishing, but I don't know, like, I think there's so many other things going on in life that fishing just takes a back burner. Like, you know, I used to ride my bike around town all the time. The kid doesn't do that. And, you know, you're tempted to be like kids these days. Well, we were all kids those days, right? I mean, we're all living our own lives. And so, for instance, right now my kid is 16 and he has his driver's license. He has no interest in driving. Like, zero interest in driving. The only reason he has his driver's license is because we hounded him on it. Probably scarred him, making him feel guilty and stressed. And, I mean, who cares, right? Like, who cares if your kid drives or doesn't drive? Like, but you, at the same time, you're just like, well, I mean, I drove. I wanted to drive when I was 16. Yes, so what? Who cares what you wanted to do? Like, we're talking about going to college now. You know, he's finishing up his sophomore year. And so, you know, we're like, oh, you should go into the dorms, you know, get a dorm room. And he's like, I don't want to go in the dorms. I'm like, why not? The dorms are the greatest thing ever. And he's like, no, it's just smelly boys that don't want to keep their space tidy. I don't want to live in a dorm. But I'm like, I had so much fun living in a dorm. We're always doing that, aren't we? We're always like, we're always putting our values on somebody else's life. And that's what racism is. You know, I don't mean to get heavy right out the gate, but that's what it is. And I mean, that's what anti-homelessness is. It comes from the same place. Mayor Horgan in Akron says you are living beneath human dignity to live in a tent. Oh, really? Oh, really? So now, we lived in tents for hundreds of thousands of years. Now, like for 100 years or 200 years even, we don't live, a lot of us don't live in tents anymore. And now living in a tent is beneath human dignity. It would be like me saying that to my kid. Doesn't want to drive. You not driving is living beneath human dignity. Linda! Hi, Linda. How are you? And here, let me take it a step farther. People that do meth are living beneath human dignity. They have meth mouth. They're poor white people. You know the kind. We're doing this all the time without any experience other than our own. I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm very good. I'm very good. But you know why? Because I'm here with you. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm really busy at work right now, and it's because the economy's good. It's just simple. I've been doing this work for over 20 years. When the economy's good, the work's good. When the economy's bad, the work's bad. It's duh. You don't have to market. You don't have to, I mean, it's, anyways. But I'm like working on the weekends right now, and I'm doing some really cool work that I'm enjoying, but it's still work. And I'm like, I mean, literally, I have an all-day thing today, and then I have a 7:30 meeting tonight. On Sunday! I try never to work on Sunday. Try to relax. But now, right now, as the economy's good, and I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed, but I come over here, and I see Joyce and Robin, and I see Linda, and who even knows who else is here? Like some other people are probably here. And it makes me happy to be with you. I mean, I don't know if I'd really want to go hang out with you. Not you. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't want to be, I don't think I'd want to be like, hey, everybody, let's get together at Mustard Seed. I don't know. That's a lot. Getting out of the house. But, I mean, it's not that, and I mean, you know what? I would enjoy it. 100% I would enjoy it. But it's just a lot for me. I'm not a social person. I'm not. Just because I yell and am extroverted, I'm an introvert. I'm not, I'd rather be at home alone. I have a friend, yeah, it's fun. I have a friend who, like, I think last week she decided she was going to try and stay in the whole weekend. She said it was terrible. It was terrible. She's an extrovert. She loves being with people all the time. I'm like, no. That's my whole goal, is to never see people on the weekend. I see people all week. I want to get home, just see my dogs and my kid and my wife. That's it. That's the goal. That's what I'm trying to shoot for. So I'm an introvert. Other people are extroverts. But this is so wonderful. It's like just the right amount for me. Tell me something about your life right now, Linda. Like, what's going on with you? I want to know. So yeah, like, as humans, we think we're so smart. That's the problem. We think we're so advanced. We're like, we have rockets in the spaceships, and they're going in space, and cars drive themselves. But then nothing really changes. Like the things change, and the conversations sometimes change. Like, Retired volunteer with hospice. Oh, now that's the life. Hospice, Linda. I didn't even know something like hospice existed until my mom needed it, and it was like the cavalry. My mom had dementia, and like pretty, it's like serious, serious dementia, serious hardcore dementia. She never ended up like in a fetal position in the bed, but like right up to that, right up to that. And somebody turned us on to hospice, and you guys just came in and like changed our life. Worked as a social worker. Nice. That's wonderful. Wow. So your whole life has just been giving. Like your whole life has been focused on helping other people. That's profound when you think about it, right? I mean, Robin's up outside of Chicago working at a homeless center. That's like, there's a lot of those kinds of people, and they don't ask for anything. Like, they're not asking for like, let's celebrate social worker day. They're like, nah, they don't need that. I don't think. No, that's not why they do it. Let's give them a sticker for being good humans. Like, I mean, they'll take the sticker. They'll be like, thanks for the sticker. But that's not why they're doing it. That's crazy, right? When you think about it, like these people that like are just called to help people like all the time. And then like, being a social worker, you get probably caught up in bureaucracy and you're like, I can't even help people the way I want. Like community service, yeah. I think what happens is people are marketed constantly about making money, like big money. We recently watched The Wolf of Wall Street, that movie. Do you remember that movie? It's a great movie. Like there's this glorification of super rich people. And then, young African Americans get it constantly shoved down their throat with rappers and basketball players. Like all they see, the people they want to be are super rich, super rich. And that's just marketing. That's all that is. Yeah, see, there it is. Joyce and Robin, they love helping homeless people. Like, it's not for everybody, right? Like, I mean, I've exposed people to helping homeless people, and they're like, "Yeah, great, whatever. That's not for me." Too much paperwork. There it is. You're spending a significant portion of your time filling out papers when you really just want to be helping people, spending time with people. Paper, bureaucracy. But Robin's really big into it. Yeah. Robin's really big into helping homeless people. He's always wanted to help homeless people. It's like his thing. When he was at our village, and then when the village shut down, he opened up another camp. Like, it's really his thing. It's like his calling. And interestingly, right, like, Robin wouldn't have known this if he hadn't become homeless. Probably. I think. He was running, he had pet stores, which is great. Like, he's selling pets and stuff. But then, things happened and he became homeless. And then he's like, wow, look at this whole crazy world. And I didn't become homeless, but I tried to run for mayor. And the people that talked to me were the people that were homeless. And I was like, no way. No, you don't live in a tent. I hear there's like 3 tents out in LA. There are like 3 tents out in LA. There's 8,000 people living on Skid Row, buddy. And you want to see some people in tents? There's a guy right over here. Doesn't want to walk over there? I'll show you. I'm like, get out. Get out. Ooh, Linda. She says, I've organized a few sleep in the streets with Barberton Community Ministries. Now was that good? Did that go well? Did people enjoy it? I have wondered about doing that. I didn't know what homeless was till he met you, and he fell in love with the homeless in need. Yeah. See? Yeah. I mean, that's it, right? Like one thing happens and another thing happens and another thing happens. So I'm not bragging, but I know for a fact I have opened people's eyes to homelessness. I am showing people things they didn't know go on in their community. Raised money. It was very, oh, yeah, okay. And like Linda. So Linda organized a few sleep in the streets with Barberton Community Ministries. Telling these stories and sharing these experiences is very powerful, because what's going to happen is somebody's going to fall in love with it. And it's not going to be everybody. I mean, so like, you're going to have the few people that want to come out on Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is great. It's fine. Who cares? I love it. Like I love it when people come together. I never look down on people that just mostly come out on the holidays. It's fine. They feel compelled to give. Great. Come on. Let's do it. Have fun. I say we really, I will love you. Wow. That's heavy and humbling. Thank you, Joyce. We have to market the idea of giving. The marketing for taking is America. Everything about it is like America, the land of opportunity. Wow. Look at Linda. It's church secretary before he started college at 51. Damn, Linda. Now that's what's up. Yeah, everybody, the land of opportunity. And that's why people come here. They don't come here to give back. If you want to give back, you usually go to Central America or Africa, Mexico maybe. But you don't come to America to give back, because we don't market the fact that we have extreme poverty. Significant amount of extreme poverty. And when we do talk about it, we usually just encapsulate it with those no good drug addicts. That's the message in America, because the message in America is come to America, the land of the free, home of the brave, start a business, get a good job. And there's some truth to it. My doctor, Dr. Amanabu, came from, I believe, Nigeria. Why? He could make more money in America. And he says it's true. He makes more money in America than he did in Nigeria. So there's truth to it. But then there's the lie of it. The land of opportunity is true. But the land of exploitation and oppression and poverty is also true. But we certainly don't market that. Okay, let me tell you a story Dr. Amanabu told me. Okay? Dr. Amanabu came to he moved to I forget what borough in New York. I can't remember what borough. New York. I don't know if it was I can't remember if it was Harlem or Queens. I'm just going to say all the boroughs. I don't know what borough. I can't remember. So anyways, it wasn't Manhattan, I know that. So he's all excited. He's going to go to medical school. He's going to finish up medical school or something. He was going to school in New York, okay? Super excited, okay? He moves into his apartment, and he gets the newspaper, and he finds out that there's just shootings and robberies and death and mayhem all around him. He's like, I had no idea what I was getting into. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. I have to do something. I'm sorry. I have to give, somebody, no one is in the shed. Okay, this is big news, everybody. Let me get you the combination. So, do you guys know? I gotta talk to you. You know how I put up a little shed? I'm calling it the hut. There's a volunteer who's there right now who is running electric to it. And I forgot to give him the combination. Okay. 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 So now I have to find, hold on. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I can't let this guy go. Hold on. Okay. 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 Very good. So yeah, so anyways, I got this guy coming. I have committed to I just officially have acquired what we call the Red House. And that's the house behind my building at 15 Broad Street. And I have decided that I am going to I'm going to put up 2 tents and a tiny house on the land. And I'm not backing down this time. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to back down this time. I've arranged my finances so I don't own anything. And I'm putting it on the charity's property. If they want to take the house, they want to steal the house, which I don't doubt they will do, let them do it. If they want people not in tents, I invite them to come over and get the people that are in the tents in housing. They want to be in houses. They do. Both the people that are in the tents want to be in housing. They do. They want to be in it. So, and now you can't really say, well, the first thing they said about the village was they were like, well, Sage, they just come because the community, like that's a bad thing. But that was it. They were like, if they, they're leaving really great housing and they're okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can get can you help the electricians get in the house and the garage? There we go. So now it's 3 people, 2 tents and a tiny house. So now you can't tell me time to take Robin fishing. Okay, you guys have a wonderful time. I love you. I love you. I love you. You have a wonderful day out there. The only thing they have over there is safety. And I'm buying them a $200 tent. I got Rob a $200 tent, and I'm going to go get this other guy, Andrew, a $200 tent. And then I got the tiny house, which is, it cost me about $900. And then I'm running wiring to it, and I'm going to make it so cute. My goal is to make this all super duper 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 cute. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put air conditioning and heating and a fire extinguisher and a smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector in the house, in the little hut. And then it's inevitable. Tiny houses are inevitable, people. They're absolutely positively inevitable. Why? Because people can't afford to live in America. Simple. They're on disability. They make $800 a month. They can't afford $800 in rent. It's basic math. Conversely, AMHA, which is our Section 8 here in Akron, has 20,000 people on their waiting list. 20,000 people. There's not enough subsidized housing. You can't subsidize enough housing for the people in America that can't afford housing. You can't. There's not enough. So, tiny houses. Tiny houses. I was just on Facebook. Let me go over here. And my friend Jane Piper Lunt. Okay, look at this. I'm going to show you this. Jane Piper Lunt on It's Time to Do It wrote 10 hours ago, okay, y'all, get ready to build a tiny house. Y'all get ready to build a tiny house village. It's happening, like 7 exclamation points. We've waited 6 years to get the right people into office, and now we have 5 who support us. Okay. All right. So what she's saying here is they have been working in, this is in, what town is this? It's in Texas. Denton. This is in Denton, Texas. Okay. Dallas-Fort Worth area. And she says that they have gotten 5 out of 6 people on city council that support a tiny house village. And she seems to believe it's going to happen. It's happening all over, okay? Tiny house villages in California. Okay, so let me get the news for you here. So here, this is right here. This came out April 27th. They're talking about it all the time. Okay, gotta go. Okay, Linda, take care. It's good to see you. LA just debuted a new $8.6 million prefab tiny house village to help solve the city's homeless crisis. So these right here, these are $5,000 each. You can see that they have air conditioning. Okay, they're wired. They have electricity. They have heat, and so this is to address this issue. Hope of the Valley Rescue Mission has opened a new a village of tiny homes for people without homes, located just a short drive away from the city's iconic Hollywood sign. And you can see they got different colors. Blah blah blah. Now, what our city is going to say is that, well, they have a real problem. We don't have a problem. If you have one person that needs a tiny house, you got to give them a tiny house. But we don't have one. We have hundreds. We might have 1,000. We don't even know how many we have. Okay? We don't know. So what I'm telling you is this is inevitable because this solves the financial equation. You can live in LA in one of these, you should be able to, for $300 a month. And $300 a month, even for a person on $800, is still a lot, but it's doable. It's doable. And rooms in Akron are $450 right now. $450. Okay? People on disability make $800. $450 is half. It's more than half. We need to get to a third. Okay? $250 a month would be better. This will happen. This will happen because we have no choice for it to happen. Otherwise, people live unsheltered, and then the city steals tents. And you see, what this is like these little houses, you see, the government can kind of live with this. They're like, well, it's not awesome. And they talk about how it's transitional. They're like, this is just transitional, which is probably just marketing by the organization. It's not transitional for some people. Some people will spend the rest of their lives in that, and they'll be happy. They'll be happy because they're building a community. They're going to have resources. That's fine. And on top of that, that's all they can afford. That's all they can afford. And so we have this situation where you either blame the victim. Well, the reason they can't get into housing is because they're addicted to drugs. Or you solve the problem. Because then, if it's not the person's fault, then it's the system's fault. It's one or the other. It's never drugs that make people homeless. 95% of addicts live in homes. It may compound the issue. It may make things complicated, but it doesn't lead to homelessness. It doesn't make you homeless. Addiction doesn't. A lot of things make you homeless. And so we will be doing this. And so I have just decided that this is my activism. I have land. I'm going to occupy my own land with a couple tents and a tiny house. You don't want 50 people? Fine. In fact, I like the idea of the small group because I can focus on the people. Okay? People are angry at me right now that I'm not allowing them to put up a tent on my land. People are yelling at me on Facebook about it. It's happening right now. People are pissed. But that's the deal. I got 2 tents and a tiny house. They're called pallet shelters, and they're $5,000. So my thing, I went to let me see if I can show you a picture of what mine looks like here real quick. I'll find it. I got it here. Let me see here. Maybe I'll find it. Huh. Can't believe I don't have a picture of it up. That's weird. Oh, yeah, I do. Here it is. Okay. So it looks like this. It was $899 at Sam's Club. I put it together myself. It was not easy. It was not easy. Um, it wasn't hard either. It's just a lot of screws. But it's fine. It's good. And oh, and then here, let me show you. And then what I did was I went through and I dug this trench. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find my trench. Where's my trench? I dug a big trench with a trench digger. It was fun. Except it wasn't as fun as I was hoping because there were a ton of rocks and roots and stuff. How can it be I can't find things? Oh, here we go. There. See? Can you see this? Look, I drug so the electric is going from the house all the way to my tiny house. And then I added another line and I'm going to wire the garage. Now, I, at this point, do not anticipate putting somebody in the garage. At this point. Not that I have any problem with people in the garages, but I'm putting some other people in the house and they feel uncomfortable having somebody in the garage. It's a long story. But at any rate, right now, it's I may someday, not today, put people in the garage. Then it would be a garage, a tiny house, but sort of like one of the things I'm doing here is I am creating a I'm creating something that people can empathize with. And putting people in garages, I think, is something that people are like, ooh, that's gross, putting them in a garage. So, because people don't live in garages. So they live in tiny houses and they live in tents. And if I make them cute, ultimately I'm doing a couple things here. I mean, I'm sheltering a few people, which makes me happy. Which I feel like everybody that possibly can shelter somebody should shelter. And I'm talking to you, churches. I'm talking to you. I am doing civil disobedience. They're not going to be happy with me. But I'm not going to take it down. And if they destroy my shit, I'm just going to put it back up. I'm just going to put it back up. I don't care for shit. If they put me to jail, I'll come out and I'll put up another tent because people need shelter. But then the other thing is I'm doing a PR campaign where, like, it's my land, right? I'm not stealing this land. I'm not squatting on somebody else's land. This is my land. It's very secluded. It's only 3 people. And so basically my gist is if you want to look like a dick on Front Street, because I will record every bit of you harassing me and not allowing me to shelter people, I'm happy to play that game. I'm happy to make you look like the enemy, which you are, Dan Horrigan. You're an enemy to most people in Akron. Because you don't care about them. You want them out. You want the poor people out. We all know it. That's why you have this 15-year tax abatement deal where if you build a house in Akron, you don't pay taxes for 15 years on that house. But here's the deal. You're going to build a $200,000 house. You know who builds $200,000 houses? White people. Rich white people. So you tell me. He's telling you who he wants in his city. He doesn't want the 26% poverty. He doesn't want the 30% African Americans. He doesn't want the 40% of kids that live below the poverty line. He doesn't want any of them. He wants to build a bedroom community. He wants to become like Greene, North Canton, Medina. He doesn't even know the city he runs. Unbelievable. Where are the poor people gonna go, Dan? Not his problem. It's not with him. It's all you need to know. He's a wealthy white man now, making all this money. He's making $5,000 less than a congressman. He's making tons of money. He's getting a pension. He gets a car. He's the king of Akron. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Well, I care. And I'm going to do something about it. So, at any rate, we got to stand up for our brothers and sisters, okay? We gotta. If you're a wealthy white person, you got to ask yourself, what am I doing to help the oppressed people in my community? Because I know you got them. What am I doing? Watching more Netflix? I watch plenty of Netflix. I'm starting on Hulu. I'm starting the 4th season of Handmaid's Tale. I don't know why I torture myself like that, but damn, I can't look away. First episode was dynamite. Awesome. That's it. What are you doing, white people? If you're just getting yours, I would argue maybe you're not living as fully as you should be. People, I got a busy day, so I'm going to go. I got to see about my electrician. You have a wonderful day. I love you so much. You take care, and I will see you next time.